of stories lend themselves to certain mediums? How many bazillion cop stories are there on television? Okay? Well, one of the reasons is because of the medium itself. When you've got a cop story, what's at stake generally?
Public safety.
Justice. It's usually a justice plot, life and death. Sometimes a love line. Okay? You've got a core group of characters, like if you take a show like Law and Order, you've got 3, 4 main characters, maybe 3 other ancillary characters. You've got a lot of other characters coming and going. But really, you only have to know maybe 2 or 3 of these people. And even then, you probably don't even need to know them that well. You can check into one episode and see them. So that format itself, the 23-episode season, much more than Entourage, much more than Glee, much more than Breaking Bad, that only usually have 13 episodes. So you're telling your story over all those different episodes. You got people coming and going from the show all the time. Audience, right? Again, as a playwright, you're taking your story and you're punching in. Your audience knows nothing about these events that you're putting in front of them until they're sitting down, reading, or watching this play. So let me grab somebody's story. Give me just a basic notion of where, for instance, somebody has an idea about what play they might write. Anybody? Have any idea? Give me something. Not a single one of you? No? Well, you're not required to. But give me give me an idea of a play that you might think you want to see or might want to work on. A story about something. Anything. You guys really needed some extra coffee today before we came in. What's your name again? Your first name?
Jess. Jess.
Jess. So give me a couple of characters.
I don't know. A boyfriend and a girlfriend.
Okay, boyfriend and girlfriend. College age?
Sure.
All right. Boyfriend, girlfriend, college age. What can happen between this boyfriend and girlfriend, college age? Go ahead.
They get drunk.
Okay, they get drunk. Okay, good. So do you want to pick them up when they're drunk, or do you want to pick them up when they're already drunk, or when they're first getting drunk? Tell me. Which is more interesting to you? They're already drunk. Okay? So then what's the dramatic question we're asking ourselves? What happened to them? How they got drunk? I can tell you right now, they drank. That's how, I'm kidding. But, all right, but no, let's fish around for what would be a super active dramatic question. Okay, how they got so drunk. Okay, that's possible. What other dramatic questions could we have? Again, what kind of story is this going to be? Is it going to be life and death? Are they so drunk that we wonder if one of them is going to die? Or are we wondering something else? You're shaking your head. Daphne, what can we wonder about this couple? They're drunk. Play starts, they're smashed. What could we wonder? What could keep us glued to this for 10 minutes? It could be life or death. One of them's so drunk, the other one can't really help them, and they're still drinking. They got a bottle in their hand. Okay, that's one option. What's another option?
What are they drinking?
We want to play about trying to figure out whether they're drinking Maker's Mark or Wild Turkey. I like the way you think. Okay, that could be a comedy. We're laughing, right? So one character is fascinated with the particular kind of alcohol experience the other one is having. Okay, maybe we don't want them to be college students if we're going to make that. Maybe they could be bums under the bridge. And the one is hiding the bottle from the other and will not reveal it. So you just have to be able to tell from the way I am what is in this bag. I'm not going to tell you. Okay? So that's funny. Okay? That could be a mystery plot. What else?
They're trying to remember what they did the night before.
Okay. Oh, it's the next morning. And they're in a dorm room, an apartment, something. There's bottles all over the floor.
One of them is missing.
What?
One of them is missing.
One of them is missing?
Yeah.
The hangover.
Yeah.
Okay? But let's just say, okay, so there were 3 of them. And one of them is gone. And there's just the girl and the guy left. and they wake up and there's cups and ping pong balls all over the floor, and you know, it's the prom dress is on the floor or whatever, and they don't remember what they did. Okay? Right? So they relive it by the old story, you know, when you can't remember your dream, you go back through the motions, right? Okay, I remember we went to the refrigerator and it's, oh, it hits her. Oh, we did that. Oh, do you remember? Oh, yeah. So they start to piece it together. In a sense, that is the movie The Hangover. Okay? So that could be sort of a mystery, what happened to so-and-so. What else could we have with this couple? Either the next morning, or it could be actively happening if they're drunk.
As they're walking down the street, drunk, guys approach him and the guy's got to protect his girlfriend.
The guy what?
Two guys approach him and the guy's got to protect his girlfriend.
Okay, so it could be life or death. It could be like a kind of an action plot. Okay? Again, that might be external conflict in the sense that these two guys that approach him, do they know him?
No.
If they don't, then it's external. If they do, then it becomes personal. Okay? At first the guy thinks that it is external. These guys are just like bullies, rapists, whatever. And then all of a sudden the guy's like, wait a minute, I know you, dude. I went to elementary school with you. I haven't seen you in so-and-so. Right. And he's the bully that used to beat him up and whatever, and now he's a champ. You know, so all of a sudden it's personal. I think we're missing the obvious.
Fighting.
The girl and the guy are sitting there drunk in the dorm room, and what are we waiting to find out what happens next? Hello? Am I from a totally different generation where we would be wondering whether the two of them would get together?
So they wake up the next morning and say, we're okay.
You guys are so jaded. I mean, it's like wake up the next morning. I mean, what about right then? You guys are
Maybe we're
jaded.
avoiding that.
Huh?
Maybe we're avoiding that.
Okay, great. You're avoiding the obvious. That's fine. Okay, but we might wonder whether they're going to get together the next morning. What?
That's obvious.
Okay, well, not if they're boyfriend-girlfriend. Oh, did you say they were boyfriend-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, then, yeah, we wouldn't wonder about that. We would assume that's going to happen. Right, but then they could break up and fight, right? They're so drunk. And then we ask them, oh, are they going to get back together or not? Okay, that's possible. All right. So look, we've got this scenario. Look at all these permutations that can grow. Everything from a action sort of life-death plot to a love line. What about if the two of them are drunk and at that moment one of them finally decides that they're going to confess that they cheated on the other one? Then there might be sort of a justice plot that could evolve here. Maybe if somebody else shows up at the house. You might even fracture this and do sort of a Pulp Fiction thing where the first scene is the ping pong balls and one person's missing. And we don't know who's missing. And then later in the same 10-minute play we jump backwards in time to when this third person arrives right after that person had told the person that they had cheated on him. And we realize these two people that we saw at the beginning of the play in the wake of the drunk weren't the original boyfriend and girlfriend. They were two people that hooked up after the girlfriend said that she cheated. Okay? So those are all possibilities. What I want to say to you is, you want to keep the focus of it on what's happening between the people. The more you can make it personal, the more you can make it internal, the better you will find yourself suited for the play environment as opposed to the television or film environment. Because you want to contain the action, force the characters to have to relate to each other. Okay? Force the characters to have to talk to each other. And again, that isn't the curse, that's the blessing. Alright? That's how you can force these people to have to dig deep. If you create conflict situations where they have to confront each other, then you can get them to talk about something. Or have to make a decision. Okay? In this short amount of time. Alright? Are you beginning to get a feeling for what I'm talking about here? Alright.